Really, the success of the team is attributed to the hard work that they put in prior to the season. It's attributed to their mentality. We've been fortunate enough to bring in fierce competitors who strive to be the best, and ultimately, it comes down to them. We've created a culture here over the years that promotes that mentality, and so it's imperative that we continue to bring individuals who are like-minded in that regard into the program. Looking at this year, I think we have a chance. Last year was a fantastic year, going 11-1. We purposefully put together a stronger schedule for the team this year, as we were very disappointed with the outcome of last spring and not getting a national tournament bid. So I'm really interested to see how they respond to the additional challenges we will have presented to them. Yeah, so we have new staff on board. Natalie Stahlman on the women's side. She brand new to the program, comes from Paris Junior College, highly regarded by their administration. Compete. We can have all of these ideas in place, but it just comes down to them having the mentality and the desire to compete, and potentially best what we did last year. 11-1 is pretty special, but I also have to be realistic and say, is that going to happen every year? And the answer is probably not. So I want to make sure that they understand that in the event of adversity, we have the mental capacity and the physical capability of bouncing back from those potential issues. So the incoming players, I think, are going to, help fill some of the voids that we have in losing our senior class from last year. We have Samantha Valadez, who is a strong goalkeeper coming out of Houston. She played at a high level with Challenge Soccer Club, who's a nationally recognized club at the competitive level. We have Lindy Reinberger, who's a freshman out of Churchill. She played locally here for Churchill and her club. She's the sister of Ambry Reinberger, who will be a junior this year. So, she does have some familiarity with the team and understanding of who we are and what we want to do. Kailyn Morales, another local player who comes from Madison High School, who I think could help us dynamically in the attack. She's a very physical and technical player, so we want to make sure that we find ways of integrating her into what our needs. And looking at last year, we oftentimes struggle to score goals, so we're hoping that these players are able to come in and make an impact. So the returning players, the positive is we have now a whole lot of experience. We've got a larger senior class who really helped reset the tone after our 2017 struggles. So over the last few years, they've come in and really helped to make a difference and set the tone, and subsequent classes have been able to pick up and run with the momentum that they helped to reestablish. So identifying one or two players is probably unfair to the rest of the group, in the sense that last year's efforts were a team effort. At one point we had 9 players out for 3 games, and it forced us to shuffle up our starting lineup, our rotation, and whenever people were called upon, they responded accordingly, and ultimately helped to keep us undefeated going all the way up into the conference tournament. It's always a fun game. a rivalry with a local university 5 minutes down. You know, St. Mary's always has a strong program, and you know, we understand that, and we respect, you know, what they do and what they're capable of doing. And you know, with their new coach coming in last year and changing the dynamic of the team and how they play. So the conference this year, you know, with the addition of Louisiana College and Texas A&M San Antonio, is only getting stronger. You know, LSUS, the tournament champions and runners-up for the regular season, are always going to be a challenge. LSUA, likewise. You know, so Texas A&M, Texarkana, as well. You know, so we always have to be ready to play. It doesn't matter. We have to come ready to play and ready to, or willing to outwork the opposition, because at that point, you know, the competition is so close that any little mistake, any slip up can cost you a game. So we have to be ready and focused, you know. And it starts with this upcoming Sunday, and then, you know, coming in ready to play and eager to play. Yeah, we've been fortunate enough over the last year to have some additions made to our soccer facility, you know, through a very generous donation from the Robertson family. We were able to put a fence around our complex, or our field. You know, we added bench covers. We added new bleachers for fans for seating. We have a brand new scoreboard that will allow us to just kind of visually give fans a better experience. You know, we added a new sound system just last week. So, you know, we've been very fortunate over the last year to be able to make some of these changes, these much needed changes over to just enhance the environment for both player and spectator. As we all know, academics are first and foremost when you talk about a collegiate athlete, you know. So nothing in that regard is going to change within the culture of our program. You know, the objective is to be as good as we can be in all aspects, on and off the field. And you know, when you look at the expectations of academic success and progress, you know, the players have continued to do a great job of maintaining a high GPA. I think last year we finished with just over a 3.4 team GPA, which is very respectable when you look at the roster size that we carried of over 30 players, and that's attributed to their you know, ability to, you know, manage time and put forth the necessary effort to be equally as successful in the classroom as they have been on the field.